Welcome back, everybody. Thanks for joining us here on the Outdoor Drive podcast. It's your boy, East Coast Trev.
And this is Steve.
What's up, Steve?
Same old man. I'm just sitting here in the nice, warm comfort of the house. What are you doing?
It's fucking cold out here, buddy. I'm shriveling away to nothing.
Where are you at? What are you doing?
I'm in Ohio. I'm in the woods.
Looks like you're in the rain.
It is raining. I'm standing here in the parking lot of the wildlife area here in Ohio.
Well, why don't you explain to everybody why you're down there? How this all came about?
This always comes about. This is
overview.
All right. So the normal for me, man, is I shoot from the hip and hope for the best. And we had planned on coming down on Friday, and I had gotten off the boat. One thing led to another, and I said, you know what, screw it. I got a couple extra days. Instead of hunting home where all the small deer are, I'm going to come down to Ohio and trying to hunt some big boys a couple days early because it was here. So that's where I am. I got in the car, rented a car, and I drove 10 and a half hours, and I touched ground yesterday, and I've been scouting since, and now it's time to hunt hard. So we're going to do this tonight and get on to hunting.
Hell yeah, dude. No, I'm stoked mainly because when I get down there, you're already going to have some general idea and save me a lot of walking time.
I mean, that was kind of more or less like my motive to this was get down here, get some boots on the ground, kind of understand things. We had a couple of rainstorms. One was last night. We got a little bit coming in tonight, and then Thursday's going to be a complete blowout. So everything that I do get in and move around on is going to be rained on. So everything will kind of be fresh for when everybody else gets down here.
Right. Well, it's already looking up for you. Awkward situations. We won't have to go into all of that, but you've already seen one shooter we'll say technically from the tree.
Yeah, man. I was halfway up the tree and I had heard something over my left shoulder, and I turned and there's a deer, and he had turned about face and went back into the thick bedding area. I don't know how big, man. He had antlers on one side. I don't know. I would have shot him, I guess. He was he was a full rack buck. So I'm not down here to shoot a giant. I know that they're here. I'm just here to shoot a respectable buck. So whatever happens, happens. I might even shoot a fucking doe. Whatever.
Yeah. Dude, is what it is.
It's crazy though. I mean, it's one of those areas where, it's a little bit different coming from northern part of the East Coast, where a lot of the land, like, we're looking at big parcels of timber, and like you try and figure out funnels and pinch points and saddles and so on and so forth. With when you come down here, everything is ag with a little bit of timber. So there might be 5 acres of timber on 50 acres of ag. Or, like down here on this public land, there's standing soybeans, there's standing corn, there's standing switchgrass type stuff. And then there's a small piece of timber where I would say, fuck that, I'm not going in there. And you go in there and there's just runs and trails everywhere. And you're like, wow, this is how this works. And the thing right now is that there's about to be a cold front that snaps through here Thursday. And things are really shaping up to be that rut is really going to kick off. There's rubs and scrapes everywhere.
I'm watching everything, and the weather on Halloween, freaks come out. And I got a feeling, dude. My gut tells me somebody's doing something on Halloween.
It's crazy, man. This whole entire pre-rut thing, this snap here that we're hunting is just gonna turn on like a light switch. I really honestly believe it.
Oh yeah, dude. No, that's too cool. Well, I guess we should probably get to rolling a little bit and thank a couple of those people that are making this happen.
Oh, hold on. I hear something else coming in.
You're right. Let me go ahead and turn that up since you're not at a computer.
Is there a little bit, maybe some bad interception here?
Nope. I found it. I got it. Here we go. Let's crank it up.
Hey everyone, Mike here with some news for your cruise. Let's kick this one off in Utah, where the application period for the most sought-after hunting tags in the state has begun. The Utah Sportsman's Tag application process opened October 21st and runs through November 10th. The Sportsman's Tag allows hunters to hunt almost any unit in the state, as well as providing extended season dates, but only one Sportsman's Tag is allotted per species. Unfortunately for most of us, these tags are only available to Utah residents, but for Utah residents who will be 12 years or older before the season start can apply for the permits. Hunters can apply for as many of the species as they want with a $10 fee for each species applied for. The species available for this year, Sportsman Tag, are bull moose, bull elk, desert bighorn sheep, Rocky Mountain bighorn sheep, black bear, bison, cougar, wild turkey, buck deer, and buck pronghorn. If selected in the drawing, the Sportsman's Tag, for the Sportsman's Tag, you can expect permit fees to range from $35 to $513. Also, hunters cannot use or earn bonus points for this tag, and a valid hunting or combination license is required to apply. The results will be available by November 18th. So good luck to those applying for one of the 9 tags in the state. On to Idaho, where non-resident hunting and fishing fees will be increasing for the 2021 seasons. The licenses haven't seen an increase since 2009. These increases will take effect December 1st of 2020. And the fee changes will include non-resident combo fishing and hunting license will increase from $240 to $264. The non-resident hunting license will increase from $154.75 to $185. The non-resident fishing license will increase from $98.25 to $108. Non-resident deer tag will increase from $301 to $351. And the non-resident elk is the big one, increasing from $416.75 to $651.75. Now, you might say, well, I'll just buy my license and tags before December 1st. Unfortunately, non-residents cannot purchase their 2021 licenses and tags until December 1st. However, non-residents can purchase a 3-year license at current prices, which would be valid through 2022. The non-resident deer and elk tags will also become available on December 1st. Just be aware that the deer and elk tags sold out last year much earlier than in previous years, and hunters should expect similar sales this year. Now let's head back east to Maryland, where results are in for the most recent rockfish or striped bass spawning survey. Unfortunately, the results are not looking good in Maryland. The Maryland DNR has reported that the 2020 juvenile striped bass index is 2.5, well below the average of 11.5 and even worse than last year's 3.4. The DNR has been collecting young of the year data since 1954 and collect fish with 100-foot beach scene nets at 22 sites along major spawning areas in several rivers and the upper Chesapeake Bay. Although these are the lowest numbers seen since 2016, DNR has pointed out that striped bass are known for highly variable annual reproduction, which is often influenced by environmental factors, and other species including white perch, yellow perch, and river herring with similar spawning habitats saw the same drop in reproduction this year. This poor year for spawning compounds an already struggling striper population, which was determined in 2019 to be overfished and that fishing mortality was higher than the population could withstand. Maryland has seen changes to the striped bass fishing regulations, same as we have up here in the Northeast, but some are saying that the changes didn't go far enough. And Maryland DNR is actually currently taking public comment on a summer season closure for the 2021 season. If you're interested, you can provide comments on that closure at dnr.maryland.gov. And then, I guess, conversely, some better news out of Virginia this year. Surveys revealed for the 8th straight year, average or above average numbers for juvenile striped bass recruitment. This year's index was 13.98, where the historic average has been 7.77. Although these numbers did come with an asterisk. Hurricane Isaias and COVID resulted in 19 fewer sites being sampled this year, which means that those numbers could be high just based on the lack of sample size. So with that, if you have any news to send along, it'd be greatly appreciated. Haven't seen much coming in lately. You can reach out to me on Facebook, Mike Salter, or on Instagram, bearded_bowhunter21. And with that, enjoy the rest of your ride.
All right. So, sorry, it's a little crazy out here. It's I think the wetness, but I'm actually standing in the middle of the field. It's the only place that I can actually get service here. So, what have you been up to, Steve?
Work, man. I gotta burn these hours and earn these hours so that I can get the hell out of here on time and get down there and make the next 11 days or so worth it. So I've just been grinding here, trying to.
I know you've been busting your ass.
Background but it's worth it because I figure I'm leaving my good spot here alone, not screwing them up. So when we get back, all goes well. They won't be hindered, and we'll be able to jump on some good rut action when we get home.
So I'll show you. I don't know if you guys can see this, but this is a piece of public land with all soybean fields. Standing soybeans. Fucking nuts, right? Pretty crazy. Yeah. I was standing in the middle of it. But we should probably thank these sponsors so we can get on, because we should probably get this guest on. I'm pretty excited about this one. This one, you guys better hold on to your stomachs and your cheeks, because this is another stitcher.
Yeah, we're 2 weeks straight up having a blast. So, yeah. Go ahead and let's see how you do off the top of your head.
Oh, that's going to be real tough. So first off, I want to thank Wild Edge Inc., the leader in mobile hunting, who is definitely getting me up the tree with their perch and their step ladder. Also, you can check them out on wildedgeinc.com. To go along with them, keeping me mobile out here in Ohio, is Out on the Limb Manufacturing, outonthelimbmfg.com. If you guys haven't checked them out, go ahead and check them out. They make the Shaka sticks, they make the podiums, the ridge runners, are also our camera arms that we're running here, the reach, and who else but Broadside Camo, photorealism camouflage. This Sender sweatshirt is definitely keeping me. Go ahead.
If you watch the YouTube version of this, where Trev chose to end up standing where he had service, tells you all you need to know. I mean, it's freaking crazy watching him. There's a face and a beard, and that's
ready?
it.
I'll go back there. Ready? So it's low light condition right now. If I stand right here, so like I would be in a tree. Isn't that insane? The photorealism is out of this world, dude. And now that the leaves are starting to fall, like I'm obviously on the ground, but if I was in a tree, that Ascender series where I would put myself up here would be a whole different ball game. So go and check them out.
Oh, yeah.
That's broadsidecamo.com. We do have a promo code with them, Outdoor Drive. I love that hat, dude.
Yeah, I just got my Ascenders in, and Scott sent me a freebie in there, and I was like, dude, this thing is dope.
That's fucking awesome.
Yeah, check them out. Get your swag.
Also, nor'easter game calls. Get them in close. Your custom grunt calls, duck calls, goose calls, coyote calls, howlers, you name it, they got it at nor'eastergamecalls.com. They got some pretty badass shit over there. Definitely get them in close. I'm actually really excited to be using those this week and next week, especially the ruts here. So get on, order those, and have those shipped out to you as soon as possible. Also, I almost forgot. Timbered tumblers. Damn. Almost forgot about them. No, I didn't forget about them. That's what keeps the coffee warm here on the road and on the drive. The best custom you can get Yeti, whatever you want. It's a badass shit. Timbertumblers.com. There is a link in our new website that is live right now, guys. If you guys haven't got over there, still getting a little bit of work on it, but it is live, theoutdoordrive.com. All of our sponsors and everything are right on there at the bottom. You can scroll through all of our YouTube feeds, Facebook feeds, everything. You can get it all on there. You can also contact us through there with our email. It's all on there. Everything that you could possibly. You can listen to the podcast there. You name it, you got it. Also, Wicked and Twisted Bowstrings, wickedandtwistedbowstrings.com. We will talk about a little bit of that here on this podcast with Mr. Theo, the King Shaka. I know I'm letting it out, but I couldn't hold.
No, that's all right.
Myself back. But we'll talk a little bit about those, the Wicked Twist Bowstrings. You can get those wickedtwistedbowstrings.com. Anybody else? Am I forgetting somebody?
I think you're good.
I think I am too. I hope I am. Everybody else.
You pretty well ran through that. It's like you've said that a time or two.
Yeah, I did. I don't know. It's a little crazy from the field not being in the studio, but I love it, man. This is what this time of year is, man. We make the best of the situation and go with it. So,
hell yeah. Well, I'll tell you one thing. I'm looking forward to getting my ass down there. I've got the pile and mess back here in the back of the room of should I take, shouldn't I take? Maybe I may need this. I should take that. I should have an extra one of these. So that's all going on right now. And I look forward to piling the truck up and meeting you down there Friday. So
I'm looking forward to it, man. I'm glad that we can share another hunt together, and hopefully we can get some big bone. I know we've punched some tags together, so we got that monkey off our back. Now it's just time to step it up.
Shit, I'm expecting to show up there and already have bone in the garage. So don't let me down.
Whew, I'm hoping, man, but I don't know yet. We'll see. If I keep doing the Trez bloopers, who the fuck knows what's going to happen.
Nah, you'll be good, dude.
Yeah.
Just keep grinding, and we'll keep everyone posted. So
sounds good, man.
Meantime, what do you think? We ought to just roll right into this?
Let's go. Let's go see our man. We're going all the way up to Boston from Ohio. So let's see what happens.
Here we go.
Nice shot.
Here comes a shooter, big buck. Stag.
All right, we're back on the phone with Theo, King Shaka. What's up, brother?
Not much, just living the dream.
You're always living the dream.
I'm trying not to wake up either.
Yeah.
I don't blame you, man. I don't blame you.
It's why don't you tell everybody who you are, man, where you're from, and what you do?
Me, I'm just a good old kid from Boston, born and raised, who happened to stumble into the outdoor stuff. But now, every summer I went down south, hung out with my family from South Carolina, and my grandfather got me into hunting. So ever since then, when I became an adult, I went straight forward. Started off with rifles and pistols, and then I got into the archery thing, and that blew up. So I think I'm stuck with it.
Rabbit hole.
Yep.
It'll pull you down.
So why don't you tell them your name, because you forgot that part.
What happened? You said what? Tell them about what happened in Maine?
I said you forgot to tell them who you were. You forgot. No, you forgot to tell them who you were.
I'm the king.
I'm the king. Not everybody knows that.
I'm the man with the natural camo. That's what we call it. But
Yeah.
I love it.
Black Rambo. I got so many names, ain't even funny.
Yeah.
Robin from the Hood. Shoot.
Yeah.
That's badass.
The-
That's funny as shit.
The King Ball Buster.
That's not my title. That's your title.
Yeah. Oh man. So how did you get into hunting, man? Like where did it all start for you?
Well, my grandfather, it's kind of messed up how it really started. He gave me a pig. I had to raise it for those couple of months I was down there. And he's like, all right, it's time to eat. And I was like, eat? What do you mean? Are we going to eat my pig? So I had to put my pig down. And he's like, the next time you come down there, I'm going to teach you how to hunt. So I went down the following fall. We went deer hunting. I think I had a 270. That's what I went hunting with. And they just push. So we went through the woods. Then I was supposed to shoot a deer, shot a pig, a wild pig down there. I did a bunch of stuff. And like, I never forgot it. And then growing up doing city stuff. And then as I got older, I got into pistol competition. And then I was like, I want to try hunting again. And I've done all types of hunting or shooting or whatever you want to call it. I mean, I've hunted public land, private land. I've hunted a ranch. I've hunted overseas. And I make it my goal every year to do something different, something wild, something crazy. So like
Nice.
This year I did, what did I do this year? I did, my buddy has a game ranch up in Maine. I've done that a few times. Went down to Georgia. I killed 2 pigs down there. My bear hunt this year was crazy.
Which, congratulations on that.
Thank you.
That's nuts.
Congrats.
That was crazy. I didn't know how big he was until he turned around, and that was it. I was like, oh no.
It's over.
But just to hear the dogs going crazy, like, was amazing. I mean, I've never seen an animal work so hard and be so smart. Unfortunately, one of the dogs got swiped by the bear, and it was like a family. They just started protecting her, and then the older ones came in, and they was just like these little, I think they were coon hounds, against this 495-pound bear. You would think the bear was a Chihuahua. They did not care. They was, I'm looking like, all I got is a bow. Like, what am I gonna do?
Shoot.
The dog's got more heart than you did.
Way more heart. Way more heart. I need more fun. Way more heart. But then I remember, small plug, I had a Zeus on the tip.
Yeah.
And,
That's right. That's right.
I let it fly, and it did its thing. It dropped it, and that's all she wrote.
Beautiful.
And it was such a giant bear, man.
Listen, I was trying to downplay. I was like, it's like 300 pounds. Probably 4. We get there, and it gets on the scale, and we're like, no. Literally, like, people like that. We was up in the Allagash. I think the closest like town is Fort
Kent.
Fort Kent. Literally, if not half the town showed up. Like, people pulling over, old people, young people.
Did they all have their teeth?
Yes, some of them did. Some of them did.
Some of them did.
Some. I can't say all. I mean, people was taking pictures with my bear. They was taking pictures with me. It was crazy. I was like, I've never seen a town that was so into hunting, and that just was like, they were in awe. It's not like they'd never seen a bear before. It's Maine.
Right.
Like, and they were just like, oh, that is so awesome. Can I take a picture? I'm like, sure, take a picture. You get in a picture with me? I'm probably on somebody's dresser right now.
Oh, that's funny.
It's crazy, their lifestyle up there, bro. Like, I go up there shed hunting for moose and moose antlers, and like, that's what they do, man. Like, they go up, they find the antlers, they sell them. That's how they make their money. Like, there's not a lot up there, man. And like, if you're not a guide, or you don't have some type of specialty thing up there, it's just not a thing.
Yeah, you got to be retired or something too. Like, there's a lot of retirees up there. It's literally, I think there was like 1 or 2 stores, and there was 2 gas stations. It was crazy. I was probably like I don't know, maybe 4 miles off grid. Like, no, I got Verizon. I usually have service everywhere. I had no service.
You can't hear me now.
Sure can. I was sitting there like, I wonder how many bodies is back here. We gotta go.
Isn't it crazy once you get on some of them paper mill roads and how far, like, dude, it's scary how far
It's
you
real
can actually
scary.
go.
And then like everybody sounds like they're from Canada. But
They
they're born
are.
and raised. No, they was from. He's like, I'm here from Maine. I'm like, for real? Why you sound Canadian? He's like, I don't know. I never thought I did. I was like, okay.
It's the same land. There's just a river dividing the two. That's the only difference.
Well, I think my bear came from Canada because that's not a normal size bear.
No, not by any means.
He swam over the wrong river.
Yeah. That's awesome. So the Zeus did what it needed to do, though.
Definitely. And I like shooting different heads. Like, I got a ton of different heads. I go to the Zeus when I think I'm in trouble.
Really?
So like I always put one in my quiver. And I had some sawtooth A2 broadheads. I had a Rage in there. I had a QAD. I think I had some. I can't remember the other broadhead I had. But like, I can shoot a ton of different broadheads out my bow. They all fly the same. But like, if I know something's not gonna happen right, I pull out my Zeus because I know when I shot the pig in Georgia, shot it straight through the skull, like stopped it in its tracks. After that, I was like, all right, that's a bone crusher. If I need to crush something, if I need to shoot through a shoulder, shoot through a bulletproof vest, I'm going to use the Zeus. Like, that's it. Like, I put it specifically in the last.
Shoulder, bulletproof vest.
Bulletproof, whatever. If I got to save the world, it is what it is. Like,
right. I love it.
And I'm like, I had to use it.
I saw all your broadheads, and you like to play with things and like see if different things work and this, that, and the other thing. And I seen all the piles of it. Like at ATA, man, you're just grabbing everything you possibly can to throw into the quiver.
I have to. Like, I'm a big firm believer in, like, I can't tell somebody about something if I've never used it. I can't tell you the good. I can't tell you the bad. I hate when people give like reviews on stuff like they didn't actually try to use or touch. So like, I get a lot of people asking me questions like, what do you think of this head? If I haven't shot it, I don't know. I have no clue. I believe if you put anything in the right spot, it'll do its job. But quality wise, will it hold up against a shoulder of a whitetail or of a bear or of a moose? I have no clue until I get to shoot it myself.
Right.
I can say the same Zeus that I shot the bear with, the same Zeus I shot the pig with. And it's the same Zeus that I practice with. So like, I didn't change out blades. I didn't do anything. It just break bone. Like, boom. I had a Ramcat Diamondback that did the same thing. I called it body count. Killed 9 animals with that same broadhead. So like, there's certain stuff that I'll keep, and I have to keep in the quiver for just in case. And the Zeus is going to be my just in case.
Wow, that's crazy. Now, did you find that like the spring inside worn down at all when you had shot it through the skull or anything like that? Like,
no, I didn't even know there was a spring inside until Nick told he sent me like a kit. He's like, hey, if you need to replace anything, and I'm like, what's the spring for? I didn't even know there was a spring in it. I didn't change anything out that broadhead. I was like, nah, I think everything's good. Well, I haven't killed anything with the Aries though. I have those.
It's nasty, man. Oh, it's nasty.
I don't know. I gotta see. I don't know what's next. Something might go down this weekend.
Do you know what's gonna happen this weekend, or you don't know yet?
I don't know, it's a surprise from my wife, so I don't know. But she said it might be big, and I was like, ooh, I like big.
What else is bigger than like Africa, bro? Like, what's bigger than that?
A ton of stuff.
Really? What is like on the list for you?
Number 1 is a grizzly bear.
Ah, that's right.
But it has to be the specific situation. I got to be like 10 yards from it. I got to hear it breathing. I gotta be shaking. Like, I need to be scared. I want all of that.
Oof.
I don't want to shoot it from a bow. I don't want to be 50 yards away. I want to be right there. I want that whole Revenant movie happening. Just rah. Plus, it'd be cool. The bear probably be
Damn.
confused looking at me like, what's this hairless little bear doing out here? Like, come in, brother. Like, nah. I was supposed to go do some elk and mule deer hunting in Oregon this year, but COVID-19 messed that up. But this next year,
I feel that one.
They shut down the tags and all that stuff on you?
Well, they didn't want any non-residents to hunt.
Oh, okay. So you weren't able to get in there.
So
I think that happened with a lot of states for a while.
Yeah, but then they found out they needed some money.
So they opened everything back up.
Yep.
That's a big money maker, and I think that needs to be said. Like in Massachusetts, it's kind of messed up. We can't hunt on Sundays, but people can go jog. But yet nobody puts in, other than really hunters, into the the forest, and the public land like that, and they can't do nothing. They open up Blue Hills, but you got protesters out there, people cutting stands. Another reason why I won't hunt Blue Hills, but it's crazy.
It's kind of funny that you bring that up, and I know this is might be a touchy subject for some, but like as far as everything that's going on as far as public land and everything like that, like the new federal act that Donald Trump just passed. That's a huge thing. I mean, they opened up. I mean, they opened up millions of acres. I mean, how many acres was that, Steven? I'm not good with numbers.
I can't tell you off the top of my head, but I can do a quick fact check.
I mean, there was a lot of land that he had opened up, and the money that he's giving back to the parks and to the public lands and all that stuff. So that's huge, and that's something that we need now.
We definitely need that. Hopefully, hunters get to see it.
Hunters do get to see it. A lot of that does go back into the federal lands of the hunters and so on and so forth. I'll explain this to you now, so a lot of people may know and probably say something in the intro. But like right now, I'm on federal land right here.
Okay.
This is all soybean fields, standing soybean right here. It's all standing soybean.
So real quick, it's 246 million acres.
Oh, good God.
That was open to hunting?
That is now open to hunting.
Yeah. So that act that he had opened all of that stuff up, which is huge, man.
Yeah, it's 1.9 billion a year, and it permanently funded the Land Water Conservation Fund, the LWCF,
awesome.
And it extended it to, what did I say, 246 million acres. So yeah, it opened a giant percentage of land.
That's enough room for a standard too.
Yeah, and he's the first president since Theodore Roosevelt to do something for the conservation.
I mean, we do great things. We do great things,
Yep.
We do great things. That's awesome right there. Like, that's great.
So, look, it's one great Theo outdoorsman for president. We're going to get another one?
Yeah.
I don't think they want me in the office because Congress will be shutting down during hunting season. We can't be doing no elections. Y'all going to have to vote in the summer or something like that.
Yeah.
Oh, I love it.
I'll be making endangered species tags just for me. Like, Mr. President, use your one power. I need another tag. Thank you.
I like the way you think.
Oh, man.
Hunting be holidays. Take 6 weeks off. That'd be great. Oh, don't get me dreaming right now.
Wow.
Don't get me dreaming.
So you've also hunted some other crazy places like Africa and stuff like that too.
Yeah, Africa was different. It's weird. There's so many different species of animal in Africa. Like some species, the male and females look nothing alike. I think it's the Nala, Yala, I believe. The male looks like a shaggy sheep, and the female looks like a doe with tiger stripes. It's crazy. I find it, the first time I went over there was 2018. I shot a kudu.
Nice.
A zebra, or a zebra, as they said.
Zebra.
What else did I shoot? an impala, and a albino blessed buck. And then that
Really?
blessed buck was like random. So was the kudu. I didn't even go over there for a kudu. It just kept popping up. They was like, I don't know if you want one, but you definitely should go after him. We call him the Great Ghost. People come over here many a times and never see him. And I'm like, really? They just right there. They keep following us. You don't got to ask me twice. So I smoked that thing. I think it was like 35 yards.
Nice.
It's like a big antelope.
What Theo's not telling you is he likes to heart punch everything. Everything has to be heart punch for some reason. I don't know what it is with him.
It's about the love.
Yeah.
About the love. It has to be the heart, and it has, like, I personally also like shooting in shoulders because I hate tracking. Other people love blood trails. I do not. It makes me so anxious. I do not. I do not like blood trails at all. If I can immobilize any animal with one shot, I'm going to take it. But I build my arrows to do that. Like, you got people out here shooting like 300 grain arrows, you know what I mean? Shooting IBO speed, and it's just poking. Oh, that broadhead was trash. It didn't pass through. I mean, you're throwing a stick at it. You gotta put a little bit of weight on it. You know.
So what are you doing that's different? Like, what weight are you running for something like this?
So I have my happy medium is 450 to 450 and up. Right now, this year, I'm running 545 grains with 201 grains up front. I shot that out of my 70-pound bow, out of a 76-pound, and right now I got the new PSC Expedite, the 2021, and that's at 82 pounds. And I'm shooting that same setup, getting 290 out of it. With,
wow.
We did some tuning. The thing is, I think they rated it below its real speed. That thing is smoking. So I mean, whatever I hit, it's definitely smacking. And I'm probably going to lose an arrow. So it doesn't matter. But I build it for that one reason, like for bad shots. If an animal moves, I know I'm going to get 2 holes versus 1. And once again, I need to drop it. I don't want it to run far or anything. I need to be able to shoot through bone any way I can. And then that also comes to what broadhead to use. If I'm using a mechanical, like a Rage, or I got these new ones called Thrive, I'm not aiming for bone. If the bone's coming out on the other side, it is what it is, but I'm not going to aim for bone with a mechanical. I'm only waiting for a broadside shot or meat to meat. But if I have bone, you already know what's coming out the quiver. It is what it is.
That's right.
Like,
when you have those backups.
I'm way too confident in that broadhead. It's bad. Like, you don't understand. I swear I can blow up the moon right now. Like, I'll shoot in the sky and like watch. Crack, split the moon in half with that Zeus. It's crazy.
Isn't it crazy how that thing's designed and what it does? Like, it's mind blowing. People don't understand it, and they're always like, "Oh, all you do is talk about cutting the Zeus loose, talking about cutting the Zeus loose." Well, bro, when you cut the Zeus loose, you have a whole different outlook on everything.
I don't know. I think Nick might be a Greek god or something. Like, something
he is.
He might be a Greek god because the way the thing flies is crazy. Like, I kind of wanted to try. It kind of looks like a Zeus, the thorn crown.
Yeah, I've seen that.
Yes.
It looks like a torture thing. Like,
yeah, doesn't it though?
Like, if you don't shoot it, it doesn't pass through. Like, it just looks mean. Just like whatever's gonna run.
It's like a giant grinder wheel.
Yeah, it looks nasty.
I think we should get Theo's review on this.
Listen, don't get me to buy no more broadheads, okay? I got another pack of broadheads that came in today. My wife's like, "Are you serious? Like, what are you doing with all these?" I got another pack, so I might grab them though. They're like $70. Broadheads are getting up there in price, so
you just say to the wife, say to the wife that you bought them for her.
What? Why would I tell that lie? Then she would take them. My wife shoots too. Like,
yeah,
she shoots, she hunts, she does all that stuff. I'm not sharing.
Yep.
She literally made me go buy her a bow. Like, 2 weeks ago. She's all right. Don't call her a beast. I don't want to get her head off. There's no room for 2 big heads. This is only me. Okay? I don't need that in my life. Don't do that. Don't do that. Nah,
You're talking
bow
to.
hunting is a solo sport.
What'd you
You're
say?
talking to. You're talking to two
Bow
people that
hunting's
both are.
a solo sport, so
Definitely a solo sport. But I like when she comes with me, cause she gets all like crazy about it. She start talking shit. She be like, "Babe, you ready? You ready? Here it comes. It's coming. You better not miss. You miss, I ain't gonna talk to you no more. We're gonna get a divorce." I'm like, "Shut up! Just let me work."
Oh, I love it.
That's how she was in Africa. She's like, "You ready? Don't you embarrass me. Don't you embarrass me." I'm like, what are you talking about? Be quiet. Let me shoot. You want me to shoot it? No, I got this. I'm okay. I'm a big boy.
Cause she sat in the blind with you the whole time in Africa.
Yep, with a broken Achilles and a messed up hip. She skipped her hip surgery to come to Africa.
Damn.
Soon as she came back, she had hip surgery.
Yeah.
That's incredible, man.
That's lockdown material right there.
Yeah, she not playing. She wasn't playing. She's like, I'm like, I had to push her through the airport. It was crazy. She walked through the planes and stuff, everything. Walked to I think they call it the hide, as we call it, a blind. She sat in there popping Tylenol every like 6 hours. I'm like, you good? Yeah, I'm all right. I'll be fine, babe. I'll be fine. We got to kill stuff. I'm like, okay, we got to kill stuff. She's over here taming African wildcats. She thought it was one of their pets. She's like, what's your cat's name? They're like, we don't have a cat. That's not our cat. That's the African wildcat. Then it went up the tree and killed a tree baby. Them little lemur looking things. Yeah. Brought it back to her. I was like, yeah, don't let it in the room, please. I'm not trying to
That's funny.
Theo's next. The thing's gonna scratch his eyes out. He thought he had a bad problem with the Grizzlies. Wait.
Listen. It'd be right up on my wall too.
Yeah. And get the Zeus.
Get the Zeus and poke it.
That's awesome, man. So not only with the hunting side of it, man, you're really big into the 3D archery also.
I love 3D. To me, 3D is practice for hunting. Like literally, that's why I shoot it. And I mean, I compete in it. This year I got second in the New England Classic ASA. I'm the Rhode Island State champ for bow hunter freestyle for field. I think last year I took. That was recent.
That was because nobody showed up because of COVID.
Please, I am COVID. I am COVID.
I'm just messing with you. So you took a couple different championships then.
Yeah, a little bit. But I literally shoot with my hunting setup. Like I don't have a target bow at all. I shoot everything that my PSC NTN 33, the Dudley bow. That same green bow is the same bow I shot the bear with. Same bow I shot a doe down in North Carolina. Same bow I shot some pig with earlier this year. Same bow I shot the 3Ds with, the field archery. I don't change a thing. My goal is to take my same hunting setup, compete with it, shoot it, get comfortable with it, and then take it back in the woods. If I can do that, I'm perfectly fine. I believe if I did buy a target bow and get a little bit more serious, I probably could compete a lot, go further, but I like what I'm doing now. I literally just shoot 3D and compete so I can be better in the woods.
Wow. That's awesome, man.
Like, that's all.
It must be the Trader Jan's special wicked twisted bowstrings.
They give me some extra feet per second. I ain't gonna lie. We call it jillifying. We put a little something on it. Jill does the strings.
They know about jillified.
Oh yeah? I use that
I talk about it a little bit.
We got the new strings. Usually use BCY stuff too.
Yeah, you went with the bloodline.
Well, we went to the ATA show and the bloodline guys were there, and he told me, he's like, listen, use my stuff, I guarantee you will have extra feet per second. I was like, you're lying. He's like, I'm telling you. I was like, listen, I'm one of those people, I'll do it. But if it don't work, I'm gonna call you out. I don't know if you want to put your business on the line like that, but I'll do it. He's like, go for it. We get back. I bought like 5 colors. I was like, Joe, I want these, and these. Made me a set of orange on my Obsession FX6. I got 11 feet per second faster.
Damn.
Wow.
Like I didn't switch anything. We went from the stock string to that. We didn't change the rest. Just made sure it was the ATA was correct, the poundage was correct. Shot through the chrono. Boom. I was like, what? So right now, every time I get those set of strings, I average anywhere from 9. The most I've ever got of those strings, a set of strings with that fiber was almost 16 feet per second. I think it was like around 14, really.
Whoa.
But it was crazy. So I like it because you don't have to wax them. They have a coating on it. Like, I don't know if it's like a Teflon coating or something like that. But I've shot it in rain. I've shot it in the snow. I got the same set of strings on my bow. I haven't done anything to it. And they're shooting fine. I haven't lost any poundage. The stretch is great. Usually I go through about 2 to 3 sets of strings a year with the same bow. And I'm on the same set of strings.
Wow. And so how many shots is something like that rated for? Do they say? Is there like a rating
I don't
on it
know,
or something?
But I personally shoot on an average, like on the low end, I do about maybe 60 shots a day.
Gotcha.
Like, wow. That's the low end. If high end, shoot, I get off work at 12:30. I get home around like 1-ish. If it's up to me, I'll shoot from 1 to 5. Like when you hit me up early, I was like, I'm shooting. Yeah. What's up?
Yeah.
Like I literally and I shoot till I get a good group, till I feel like the group is great. And today I was shooting broadheads at 45, 50, and 60. Just letting them fly. And then that was all she wrote. But yeah, I used to get about, out of the BCY stuff, a little bit over, I'm going to say like 15,000 shots. But that was when we were like going heavy into practicing. Me and John would shoot from close, which was at 8 o'clock, to about 12 in the morning. And just shoot. Smacking arrows, breaking them.
You guys would do some crazy stuff too.
Yeah. We made up this game called Landmine, where you we put a dime in the center and you're shooting in the dark. And every shot you take, if you don't hit the dime, you pull out the arrow and you put a nail in it. And you hit that nail, you're gonna shatter your arrow. And I don't know how we just kept finding small places to miss. And I was like, this is driving me nuts. Like, we just couldn't hit the dime, but we did not break an arrow yet. So, I mean, I think that's something we might have to revisit.
Yeah.
We might have to come up to the shop and do it too.
That one sounds fun. I ain't gonna lie.
It's fun until you break a $40 arrow.
We're in.
That's crazy.
That's part of the game, man. That makes you a better shot.
Nah,
it makes you a total better shot.
That might make you get shot. Because my wife might shoot me if she see another dozen arrows come to the house.
Yeah, that's a valid point on both sides.
I'm trying to live out here. I like to do fun things. I'm not trying to go.
So now, playing devil's advocate in Trev's perspective, I can agree with him, because in that situation, every shot literally matters. That's the difference between keeping your arrow and losing it.
True.
So every shot matters. In
but
your perspective,
if you hit the dime, you're still gonna mess it. You're still gonna mess up your arrow if you hit the dime.
Yeah.
Right. But all you got to do is lose one arrow, instead of 12. Hit the dime and you're
done.
good.
I'm done. One shot, I'm all set. No, thank you. I'm all set with that.
Yeah. But I'm with you on your perspective too. Yeah, $40 an arrow. Yeah, that shit adds up real quick.
Real quick. Like this year, I purchased. Ooh, this is embarrassing. 16 bows. I went through 16 bows this year.
I was saying, Theo. Yeah, I was gonna say Theo just likes to try shit, whatever it is.
I literally do.
Buy it and try it.
If you build a bow
but
and
that's
say,
the thing is. Oh, go ahead.
I said if you build a bow and you say it shoots this fast, I'm gonna buy it, and I'm gonna see if it shoot that fast. If it don't, it might stay with me, it might not. Right now, I'm running out of room. Like I already ordered two new PSCs that are coming out, and I think I might go grab one of those elites because my buddy's talking them up. So
really,
I gotta see what the hype's about.
The new Remedy, is that the one?
Is that? I think it might be the one. It's whatever the one that's a 34 ATA and a 6.5. I think it's 6.5 brace height. 34 ATA is my go-to. I think this.
Because they had
I'm with you there.
They're just releasing the new ones now. Yeah. They're great bows, man.
I know you got one. But
the Cure.
The names are killing me. The Cure.
So you got the Elite Encore and the Remedy and the Embark. So in your case,
which one's 34 ATA? Yeah.
Yeah, the Remedy
34
is the 34.
ATA.
Yeah.
I gotta see what it's about. But you know what kind of you see the hat? It is what it is.
Yeah.
You know. Hey, I'm not sponsored, so there's no plugs, all right?
No, you're good. You're good. But I do want.
I gotta say that for the world. They're like, no, he's saying it. No, I'm not. I'm not sponsored by any company.
Yeah, so I'm not going to say that you're shooting or you shot the NTN 33 because you were like a Dudley follower. You bought it because it looked like a good bow.
Definitely. I literally got that bow because that was the only one they had because I bought, and then right after I bought the NXT 33, which is the same exact bow,
right?
Just not the Dudley version. I do like Dud. I like John. He's cool. Shout out to John. But I mean, that I'm in love with the Evolve cam itself. I just love the cam. It's very efficient in any draw length that you use it in. So that's what drew me to it. So once I got to shoot one, I was like, I gotta have one. Let me get one. And then I ended up with 6 of those. Now I got 4. No, I got 3 left. 3 left.
Theo's got a bad obsession, bro. He's got a bad obsession.
Do. But I don't do nothing. Like, I go to work, come home, take care of my family, play high five, beat the kids up, give my wife hugs. And all I ask for is to hunt and shoot my bow. That's all. And that's what they give me. So that's all I want. That's all I go for.
Nice.
You know?
So what's your 9 to 5, Theo?
I'm a train conductor. I hang out on the choo-choo. Kid you not. Where's my hat? Oh, I'll show you right now. I'm in my truck. Let me see. You love trains? Please don't tell me you're a train buff, please.
No. I love when Theo walks to work or jogs to work when he was working out and he's wearing his train conductor suit and there he is. Look at
train
you.
Hat. You know what I'm saying? Choo-choo all of. Now we don't say all aboard. We say get on. We about to leave.
It's Boston, bro. It's Boston.
We're nice. Boston people is nice. What you mean? No, we're not. No.
They're not New Yorkers.
We're not gonna talk about New York.
All right.
Wait, y'all, you in between? You're Connecticut. You go either side sometimes.
Yeah. You gotta go either side. Yeah.
Yep. I'm the middleman.
And I'm just down here looking up there, watching you guys in the north, shaking my head.
Where you from?
I'm down in Virginia.
Oh, wait, Northern Virginia or Southern Virginia?
I'm actually Southwest Virginia. I'm up in the Blue Ridge Mountains.
Yeah. Okay. You know what that means. You was asking about the people having teeth in Maine.
You have no idea. Trev got to experience it.
Listen, I got experience by accident. We took the wrong turn. I was like, where you up there, John? I was like, oh my God, we have to go.
Yep. You ran into some of them mountain mutants we got up here.
I sure did. You show is purdy. I was like, oh my God, I am. I gotta go. I'm a handsome man. I can't be up here.
You sure got a purdy mouth.
You sure do. I was like, I got to go. Barbara Jean, come here, Barbara Jean. I was like, no.
You got to see this.
I'm finna get married off.
Shotgun wedding, man. That shit's real down here.
I bet a shotgun wedding is real down there. I'm all set with that.
What were you doing down there, Theo?
I was on my way to Conway, North Carolina, to my buddy Bubba's house.
How did that go?
It was awesome. I love going down there. I'm moving down there. I'm going to live in North Carolina. I don't know if my wife know, but we moving. It's just happening.
See, Trev,
we have a ball down there. It's the best. They have like one of the earliest seasons, other than like I think South Carolina has the earliest season. But they start like the second week of September or something like that.
Oh yeah, they're on and running right now. They're
rutting. They're starting to rut.
Yeah. We got a property actually on the Virginia-North Carolina border, literally on the state line. And
hey, that's weird. You're probably not far from us. We're like 15 minutes from Virginia.
Oh yeah, yeah. So you're right there. Literally, we're exit 3 on 95 going down into North Carolina, and our cameras are going nuts right now. We got hot does popping. It's getting wild.
They got some big bucks. They got some big bucks down. Small bodies, but giant racks.
Yeah, swamp monsters, swamp donkeys.
They got them. I was like, man, and they got some big bears.
Oh yeah.
I was in one of our stands called Blue Sky.
Yep.
I don't know why we call it Blue Sky because you can't see the sky. It's way too many trees. I'm in the stand, and I see it's getting dark. I see all these like big black blobs moving around. I'm like, I'm tripping. Maybe I'm hungry. Like, what is that? Now I hear them chomping their teeth. I'm like, Bubba, there's bears here. He goes, yeah, I know. I'm like, oh, you wasn't going to tell me? He's like, yeah, we throw the gut piles and stuff behind your stand. I'm like, are you serious? He's like, just get down and make some noise. Man, I probably lost about, 6 arrows. Because I was just like, I tried running. Arrows was falling. It was like a horror movie. And like, you could hear them scattering, but I didn't know if they was running away or running at me.
Right?
You're supposed to play dead,
it gets
Theo,
wild
don't
down
you know?
there.
I ain't playing dead. Nah. Ain't no horror movie where a black person lives running in the woods. All right? I'm not doing that. I got to
go. Bet.
I wasn't playing. I remember we was in hunting camp and they was like, if it's brown, it's down. I was like, excuse me? Does that mean like, brown in general?
Yeah, back it up.
Brown deer. Oh no, brother, we wasn't talking like that. I was just making sure. Woo! I was a little scared. Time to go.
Wow.
That's fucking hilarious.
Yo, that's the fun part. Like for me, when I go hunt, like I do a lot of outfits. One, because I'm lazy. It's in my work schedule. Like I literally get about 3 weeks of vacation. So like for me to go scout, like I work, my new shift, it changes Monday. I work from 7 in the morning till 6 at night. I don't have time to get in the stand but on one day, which would be Saturday. Can't hunt on Sunday here. For me, that somebody would probably be hunting out of my stand or stealing. It's not worth it for me to do one day. It drives me nuts. So like when I have time off, my wife allows me to take 2 weeks, sometimes 3 weeks of my whole vacation to go do some hunting. And I do outfits all over. And for me, it's not even actually hunting. It's me get to meet people from all over. And I be having these guys dying. They be crying, laughing. It was like, I remember one guy, he's like, hey, man, you want some face paint? I was like, what am I going to do with that? He's like, put it on your face. And what color is your face paint? He's like, it's brown. I was like, brother, look at this. I'm good.
Hello.
Don't smile, we good. He's like, oh, my God. So I've never heard nobody say, he was all turning red. He's like, should I laugh? Oh, go ahead, laugh. It's hilarious, brother. It's hilarious. And I find that to be like,
great.
That brings people from all over, no matter what political side or what culture side you're from. Like hunting, for me personally, has brought me closer to everybody. Like I get to meet people from all over, especially on social media. I'm talking to a guy from Portugal who hunts, talking about hunting pigs. And I'm like, I've hunted pigs. I've hunted pigs here, down south, up north. And I'm like, they're similar. You got to hit them in the quartering away. You don't want to get that hog shield. And I'm giving them pointers. I sent them some broadheads. I sent them, what I sent? Muzzy, well, not Muzzies, I'm sorry, Musakia broadheads, MBS 100s. They're pretty much, it's John Musaki is the son of Muzzy. So he recreated the broadhead again and started selling them. I sent him some of those, and he smacked like 4 hogs. He's like, these are amazing. He was getting like cheap broadheads from like eBay, and they never, none of them weighed the same. I'm like, yeah, you can't. You got to buy a little. I mean, most broadheads are made in China, but they have higher tolerances because they're being paid for by American companies. But those Musakias they're made in New York, upstate New York, and I sent them over because I had about like 3 or 4 packs. Sent them over a pack, and he's been loving those ever since. But it gets me to meet other people. I've been getting in touch with others. Like that's how I had the Oregon hunt all set up. My buddy Nick Collins, and it's cool. Like his family owns a ton of land. He got cousins that are wardens, so we know where stuff is at. And he's like, yeah, you need to do this and this. I'm like, well, what do I need? I talked to his cousin. He's like, you need that. You need to have at least 80% let off. I'm like, all right, I'll buy a new bow for that. Well, I have a bow, but I use that excuse. I hope my wife don't see this.
Good excuse.
I hope she don't see this. You need
That's
to edit
on you.
this part out.
I'll put a big bleep in there.
Just go, bloop. We did that, and it just opens up, and I'm like, I'm opening up to people who don't even hunt. Like I got people at my job saying, "Cut the Zeus loose." Like they don't even know what that means. They ain't never hunted in their life. They just seen it on a hashtag, and they'll say it to start conversation. Like it's cool stuff, and I get to explain. People are like, "Oh, why do you kill animals?" I'm like, "Why do you wear leather shoes?" And they're like, "Because they're comfy." And I'm like, "Well, they're tasty, and it helps with population, so you don't crash your car into them. Stuff like that." And it just opens doors to stuff. My son, because of homeschooling, my youngest, he likes to sit on the couch because I have my zebra rug on the wall. And literally, he makes sure the class, and hey, you see my zebra? I got a zebra up there. And I'm like, no, don't do that. No, stop. Wait a minute. We're gonna think I'm crazy. But they asked for on show and tell day. One time they asked, can he bring something in? I think I let him. What did he bring? He brought one of my pig skulls. And they thought that was pretty cool. I was like, sweet. By the way, speaking of a skull, I think I might need something done after this weekend, buddy. So make sure you come back in 2 weeks, all right?
All right, I'll be back. I promise. You just put it in the freezer, and I'll take care of you, Theo. No problem.
It might be too big to go in the freezer. We don't know.
Oh, all right. Well, you just let me know. I will take care of it.
That's what
I'd like that. I like too big to go in the freezer. But as far as like when I just lost train of thought because we were talking about skulls. Oh shit.
He got sidetracked. Squirrel.
Yeah, I did big time. Squirrel. Oh, squirrel. Oh. No. As far you get a lot of hate also from like when you killed your giraffe and stuff like that.
Oh my god. I was getting hate mail. I was getting people threatening my wife and kids online, but I mean, I looked at their profiles. They was coming from like Austria and stuff like that. But it was crazy. They was like, why'd you kill the giraffe? I was like, what kind of giraffe was it? People don't know this. Like, I think there's 4 or 6 different species of giraffe. So I'm like, which one's endangered? And I'm like, this one wasn't endangered. This one was endangering others. So when I went over there, I had no intention of going after a giraffe. What was happening was this giraffe, he couldn't reproduce anymore. And he was just like the Mike Tyson of giraffes. He was beating up every new male that came into the herd that wanted the females. And the females didn't want him because they know he can't do nothing for them. So they had to take him out for the sake of the herd. And I got offered a chance to go after one. I'd probably never hunt a giraffe again due to it being a very hard hunt. It's not an easy hunt. They can see real good. And when they run, they cover ground. I mean, 400 yards in a matter of seconds. And at the time, I was about 290 pounds walking through Africa, hot. So, and that wasn't for me. I was like, I don't know how they do this. There's no way I'm from here because it's way too hot and I can't breathe. And that shot was about, it was 85 yards. I had to take, that was as close as I could get to getting a shot at it. Wow. Big animal, tough, real, oh my God, thick skin. The skin's like, I don't know, 5-6 inches thick. It's like leather upon leather. It's thick. And before you get, and then the bones are even huge. I had a small rib to eat off of. giant, and the meat's very grainy. It tastes similar to venison, but it's just really grainy. I would stew the meat. I wouldn't cook it as
Right.
you cook everything else, but you would have to stew that meat. But it fed a lot of people, about 11 families. It was a
Yeah,
lot of meat.
and that's what a lot of people don't understand. When you hunt over there, that meat isn't going home to your freezer. That meat's going to the locals. You're
It's going to the
providing the
locals.
tribes.
It goes to the workers that live on, like a lot of people that work on the ranches. They live there most of the year, so it feeds them and their families. And these people, some of them have families of 6 to 8. So like that's meat. It was I think that a giraffe was about 2,300 pounds. We probably got about a little bit, almost about 1,000 pounds or close to it of meat. And I mean, they came in, so it fed the people there, and then they had trucks come up, and they took my wildebeest. I had a wildebeest while I was there. I got a warthog, and it just to see the people where it was going to and how they was just spreading it out. Like nothing goes to waste there, not a thing. And people, and it helps a lot of people. It also brings money into the community.
Right.
We went there, we went shopping. I mean, the American dollar at the time when I was there was $14. So,
Shoo.
I mean, yeah, money goes a long way. The U.S. dollar goes a long way in South Africa. So, I mean, we need all forms of hunting. And when people poach, they poach because most places stop the hunting. Because without hunting, there's no money going into the land to pay the people to protect the animals. You know what I mean? And like when you go to places, you'll see fences. The animals can jump over those fences. That's nothing. I've seen it was a herd of wildebeest. The first line ran into the electric fence and broke it. I think a few died and then the rest ran out. Like if they want to leave, they can get out. Those fences are for people and poachers who try to come in and kill game and cull herds without, permission or, taking care of stuff. Like they showed us, we was up in the mountains, and when we go to sleep, they literally lock down the whole place. You're locked in. You can't get out. There's steel doors come down. It's crazy. And I'm like, why do you do this? Because people come in, they raid, they rob, they kill, they'll try to kill the animals. So we have to protect ourselves by any means. He's like, through you guys coming here, we're able to pay for security, pay for protection, buy ammo and stuff like that. So it goes a long way. It goes a very long way over there.
And a lot of people don't understand that, like, they think that it's such a bad thing that Africa, because you're killing a kudu or a giraffe or something like this, is that it's bad. But it's the same thing as being here and killing a whitetail. Like, they're overpopulated, and the ones that you're doing the conservation and managing the ones like your giraffe that was, not in the herd anymore, or, like the whole Cecil thing when they pushed that lion out of the pride. And a lot of people don't understand that that's steps of conservation. And us as American people, a lot of them don't understand what's actually going on over there, but they're trying to make a judgment on it.
And then they'll see like a fence and they'll be like, oh, shooting. Let me tell you, it was like one ranch over there was like almost 30,000 acres. Like I saw one fence going in, you didn't see one after that. It's so much room, you might not see nothing. Like these animals can run free, like literally. You can't see, they'll be gone. You gotta walk. You gotta put the work in. And they usually just hunt like water and food. The animals come to drink and they come to eat, and that's pretty much it. Other than that, you're gonna be looking for them. And there's wild, like there was leopards on the property, and leopards kill for fun. Those are the only cats I believe you cannot tame. You could tame a lion, you could tame a tiger, but you cannot tame a leopard. It cannot become a pet. It will always be a wild cat.
No.
And those things were crazy. We saw like carcasses hanging in a tree. My wife's like, what's that? I was like, oh, it's an ornament, babe. It's an ornament. Don't worry about it. Just keep it moving.
Yeah, you don't mess around with them, dude. They're just kill to kill. They don't play around.
They do not play around. They're giant cats that just kill. They'll treat you like a mouse. Like, I'm all set with that.
It's kind of crazy. And like, it's one of those things, like Africa is one of those things, like I hear about it a lot. I have a really close friend that I used to live with, and he's one of my best friends, and he's hunted over there and his family's from over there. But he's invited me over there, and I'm kind of like hesitant because everything over there wants to kill you. Whether it's the bugs, the snakes, the people, the animals, like it's you're on edge while you're there, I'd imagine.
I'm if I had to pick a place that was like literally on edge, it'd be Australia because they literally got everything that can kill you in Australia.
Really?
Africa, not so bad. Like
Right.
I didn't get bit by no mosquitoes and nothing. There was a black mamba the second time we went there, but I mean Australia, man, I hate spiders. Like literally hate spiders. They got all kind of spiders that can kill you in Australia. I'm all set, and then they got kangaroos. Bruh. And they
the
can
kangaroo
bark.
song? The kangaroo song?
I'm not messing with no kangaroo. I'm not messing with no kangaroo. I want to hunt one though. I'll do it. But,
do they allow you to hunt them?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. They can't get enough hunters.
They want people, but I don't understand how they want people, but the prices that they would charge to go hunt kangaroo, unless you know somebody with some land, it's expensive.
Really?
It is not a cheap hunt.
Right.
You have a better chance hunting a what's it called, an Asiatic buffalo or whatever they have over there. You have a better chance and cheaper to hunt a buffalo than a kangaroo.
Really?
It's crazy.
Have you hunted there before?
Nope. I looked into it, and then I thought about spiders, and I was like, nah, I'm all set. It wasn't even the money for me. It was the spiders. I can't do that.
Right.
No, I can't do that right now. Can't do no spiders. No, thank you.
I couldn't imagine.
I'll chase a polar bear head on, but I won't mess with an itsy bitsy spider. It's just not happening like that.
This is coming from the guy who wants to hand wrestle a grizzly bear at 10 yards with a Zeus, and he's worried about a spider.
That's different. Listen, there's no superhero called Polar Bear Man or Grizzly. It's Spider-Man, bro. It's Spider-Man. Okay? Like, I'm not messing with it. Nah.
The truth to that.
It's real. It's real. Nah, I'm all set with that. But, man, I'm jealous, man. You out there in the woods chasing big bucks?
Yeah, I had to take off the night, but that's all right, man. We're out here. It's starting to rain now. Probably do some driving scouting after this is all said and done, and trying to see what's going on. I'm down here for 12 more days or something. Steven's coming to join me on Friday. Okay. I decided off the hip to just come down early, so.
Sure, I'm thinking about
that's what I do.
Going to Maryland to go do Axis there. Or Shaka there.
Yep.
I got a guy telling me he's like, well, come January, because in January they hit the feed hard because it's cold.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
He's like, you can get 2 or 3 in one day, and I'm like, that's my type of deal. I like shooting 2 or 3. I just don't like the cold. I ain't never been this skinny in a long time, so.
Well, it will be cold, and it's not easy. You're gonna be in the marsh the whole time.
I'm not built for that right now.
Isn't it crazy, Theo? Because you're going through the same thing I'm going through right now. Like,
man, you slimmed down. Yeah, I was just about to ask you about that.
Oh man,
you out here looking like Magic Mike and stuff. What's going on?
None. I tell you, I never in my entire life had this many layers on in the beginning of November. Bro. I'm like, I got on a long sleeve t-shirt, a wool shirt, and my broadside sweater, bro. I am fucking freezing. I've never been like this in my life.
I'm literally this winter. I'm about to be wearing some of my my skins. I'm gonna wear my pelts. I'm just gonna wear it under my clothes. Like, I'm not doing this. Like, I can't. Like, and I'm looking at people who are skinny walking around. I'm like, you just got on a hoodie? It's cold outside. Like, this is crazy.
We've never had to experience that.
No, I've had insulation my whole life. You know what I'm saying? Like, the skinny stuff is.
Do you feel?
Do I feel better?
Do you feel that it's
I tell you this, I shoot better.
Yeah.
I was gonna ask. So
literally, I shoot better.
Has it changed? So has it changed like your life? Has it changed like your hunting abilities? Has it changed your shooting abilities? You're saying, like, what has it done for you as being in a fitter, better?
Well, look, we can go from the bottom. I'm 32 years old. I had high blood pressure. I was diabetic, had sleep apnea. So Not now. I don't take anything. I don't take any meds. I take vitamins. That's about it. So that aspect is 100 times better, knowing that I can wake up and go to sleep. I'm not going to die in my sleep. I could run with my kids. I got big into like weightlifting, and that right there helps with my form. I have a lot. I'm a lot more stable at draw. I shoot. I've always shot 80 pound bows, but like to me, 80 pounds is literally like 70 pounds. And 70 pounds is like breaking a bow in half. So like being able to draw smooth, and then especially I can see it in a situation where you're stiff or you're cold. I still have that extra muscle to go pull through with the shot. Hiking, when you hound hunt, you gotta move. You're running through the woods. You got to get to where the dogs are at.
You're moving.
Whether they're there, and if they're only 100 yards, we was 400 yards in. I was flying, jumping, running. If I did that last year, I'd probably have a heart attack on the third step. Like
Right.
I was moving, and then it took us about 5 hours to get the bear out. But like my energy, my stamina, I was on go. I mean, I think it's one of the best things. That's why you see some of the top archers and hunters, especially a lot of the TV, like you got Aaron Snyder, you got Levi, you got Dudley. A lot of those dudes, they take their workout ethic, and Cam Haynes, like, you got to be in shape. Being in shape just makes you a better hunter, as in being able to keep up, keeping your breathing, stamina, being able to pull, draw. It helps a lot. I thought it didn't, because I was like, I was always strong enough to pull, but like me compared to what I was last year, I believe I'd outshoot myself from this year to last year. I definitely outrun myself and outhunt myself.
100% believe it.
It's crazy.
I can get in a tree stand without worrying about what's the weight.
and that's where I'm at with it, dude. Like I was 280, I'm like 218 last time, 215 when I had weighed myself, and I'll tell you, is I feel a whole different ball game. Like, hiking and being in the woods and, going up a tree, and, I was struggling at times, and now you just feel so much better. Your energy's there, and all you want to do is go, 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 go. And
go.
It's incredible, man. It's one of those things that it's just changed my life.
I wish that was pushed more in the industry. Health and hunting go together. They both start with an H. They both prolong. I mean, why hunt clean meat, organic meat, be an organic meat harvester, as they call it, and not be healthy? I mean,
right.
You have the tools to do it. Why not? And the stuff you like to do, you need to be in shape to do it. I want everybody to be healthy. I want everybody, start eating cleaner, get into the diet, start training, more reps in. I mean, it helps with everything. It prevents injuries. People, you're going to get a shoulder injury. Well, you won't have to use your shoulder muscle if you work out your back. Your big muscles will come into play when you start pulling draw weights that's comfortable for you. 80 pounds for me is easy. Do I have to shoot 80? No. I like shooting 80 because I can shoot a heavier arrow faster. That's it. Because I will take a longer shot than most. I'm confident in myself. Should I be? Maybe not, but I will. But like, it just makes everything. My wife's now into working out. She went from pulling a 35-pound bow to 46. She the other day she pulled my 50-pound PSC Mach 1. Like, so her goal is to get to a 65-pound bow. And you know what? I believe she's gonna get there. And it's just going to make her only better.
That's very important.
Definitely. Being able to pull weight in it. Just because she said, just because she'll be able to pull 65, she won't shoot 65. She might shoot 60. That'll make 60 a lot easier when you can pull 5 pounds more. So, I mean, being a lot more healthy had changed everything for me. It's big. I feel like I got an extra 50 years of life. It's awesome.
That's the truth. I'm all about it, man.
Hopefully I don't go back, but I'm trying my best.
You won't, bro. Yeah, it's tough, but it's one of those things, and I totally agree with you. I think that everybody should change their lifestyle and eating better and healthy. I wish I did it at a younger age, man. I did it at 30. I mean, it should have been done at a such younger age, man. I couldn't imagine where I'd be today if it wasn't for that.
You be outrunning Cam Haynes right now.
Yeah, right.
You be outrunning Cam Haynes. Right
we can only hope, man. So we always ask one question, and that one question is, what drives you outdoors, Theo?
My wife, no son. What what drives me outdoors is my God given right as an American citizen. It's my freedom to be walking this beautiful earth, hunting the lands they provide us and that we provide them with our taxes. Freedom drives me to go out in the woods. That's it, to be free.
I love it. That's probably one of the better answers, to be honest. It's cut dry. It's simple. That's what it is, man. And people forget that part, that it's a privilege to have this stuff.
It's a big privilege. It's something that you shouldn't take for granted because it might not be there. It might not be there when our kids get older, you know? My kids love playing outside. They want to do what I do, and I want them to do what I do, and I want their kids to do what I do, and they're on. My great-grands and the grands after that, I want them all to do
it. That's very important, man. That's very important.
And there's not much you can say more than that.
Can you adopt me, because you're a killer? That's just the right family to be growing up in.
I mean, hey, you can come join. You might have to fight the little ones though. They rough.
Rough. I see. I watch.
They rough. They got no fear. My 5-year-old, he's definitely a killer. He's gonna be a killer. I know it. He's like, Daddy, I'll wrestle with shark. I was like, okay. I asked him if he wanted to go fishing. He's like, you fish for sharks? I'm like, me? No. He's like, then I don't want to go then. I'm like, okay. Kid's an animal. I love it.
That's what's up. That's what it's all about. Hell yeah, man. Why don't you tell everybody where they can find you also? Because I know you got some cool YouTube shit and some cool Facebook stuff. And I know you've done some crazy things too with your, what was that crazy Matthews bow that you built?
Oh, man, you brought that video up. They're going to hate me for that. That video was hilarious. He was making fun of, how Matthews, they just changed the length of their bows and they got the giant windmill cams and stuff like that. So we built one. It was hilarious. Everybody, when we got to the ATA show, hey, you're that guy that did that. I was like, no.
Yeah, it was me.
But yeah, I mean, you can find me on Facebook, Theodore Hardmon. Nothing special. On Instagram, it's King Shaka 88. YouTube, I do not know my YouTube name, but if you type in the bows that I shoot, like PSE or Obsession that I shot, I'll pop up somewhere on there. Definitely, I'll pop up saying something crazy or doing something wild. Or you could come by my shop that I'm always at, Trader Jan's Archery Pro Shop in Fall River, Mass. Or hit them up online. Send me a message. Send them a message if you got any questions. I don't know everything, but I can find the answer for you. But yeah, just hit me up. I'm all for it. I'm all for helping people.
Awesome. Well, brother, really can't thank you enough for having you on here again. No, it's 2 weeks in a row that we have laughed pretty much the whole time. So
that's a good thing.
Yeah, dude, keep that stuff rolling. I mean, people know you for that. When we set this up, Trev goes, this is going to be a side stitcher the whole time. Yeah, I know. But I think what you're doing is absolutely great, not only for the individual, but for the industry. You're showing a whole different side, and you're bringing, and I don't want to make this sound wrong in any way, but you're proving that it doesn't matter if you're white or if you're black or if you're
white
brown
or black,
or if you're Asian or Korean. I mean, it doesn't matter.
It don't matter. It don't matter if you're from the city, if you're from the woods. I was trying to make a show called what was it? From the Hood to the Sticks.
I don't know. I think you ought to go with From Robin to the Hood.
From Robin to the, I don't know. I might get arrested with that title. You never know.
Okay. Yeah. From the Hood to Robin. Yeah.
Oh man.
But that's just it, man.
But isn't it crazy? Oh, sorry. I didn't mean to. No.
Trev moved.
But it's crazy how the industry allows you. Yeah, sorry. The industry allows you to. It doesn't matter who you are, what your creed, what your political views, nothing. We all are a family here.
Yeah.
And that's what people got to understand. Get past that. Get past all that and get to the woods. Because in the woods, we all the same.
Hell yeah.
We all the same because we all gonna be in camo. Well, I'm not gonna be in all camo naturally with the melanin. But we all gonna be there. We all there for one purpose. We there because we love the outdoors. We want to get some meat in the freezer, and we just like shooting stuff. And there's nothing wrong with that, And I hope more people get into it, get into the outdoors, get into the industry of archery, just shooting or shooting guns, shotguns, clays, and learn the sport and take up on it because it's a dying sport. The archery industry's hurting, the hunting industry's hurting, and we need to bring it back. But we also need manufacturers to bring it back too. All right. I can afford pricey bows, but right now a lot of people can't. And you gotta get it back, wind it back down to the people. Give them something that they can shoot that they also can afford. But that's all I'm looking for.
Hell yeah, man. Well, keep doing what you're doing. We're definitely going to keep following along. And anything we could ever do for you, man, you let us know. We're going to make it happen.
All right. I'll hit y'all up. Y'all stay safe. Shoot brown. Don't shoot me, but shoot brown. And keep it going. I'll check y'all later.
All right, brother. Greatly appreciate it. And for all you guys out there listening, thanks for taking the ride right here on the Outdoor Drive.